going on, guys? My bad. I think my mic is good now. Sorry about that. Great rising, great rising. Alright, bro, let's lock in. My bad, man. I'm fucking scrolling through goddamn TikTok and shit. Alright. So, you know what I put in the Discord? Pretty much every pair is moving sideways. Let's update. Let's see, I've been a few minutes away. Let's see. So AU still in the middle, right in the middle of the 30-minute high, 30-minute low. Still consolidating. Euro AUD is at the low of the 30-minute high and the 30-minute low, right? We're still at the low point. We can see we have a double bottom, but we've yet to break this neckline over here, right? Price is still respecting these highs. So also, you know, we have the 800 EMA, right? If we get to break these highs, what we were saying in last night's class, right? We have clean traffic on the left hand side, right? So we'll just have to be patient with this pair. Euro USD is pretty much the same situation as AU, right? Overall structure, we're in the middle of the previous pullback low and high, right? But we can see internal structure, we still have lower lows and lower highs. So at this point, price today still consolidating, just moving sideways. Shit. Waiting to see what price wants to do, right? If we break these highs, cool, but our next zone is right here, right? And this is literally just a few pips away, and then our next high after that is just our zone high. So to be comfortable, I'll wait for this trade up here to play out. to continue the push to the top side. GJ was the only pair today that hit STP already. Gave us the move super early, right? Out of 63 already did 83. GU just moving sideways, consolidating, still making internal lower lows and lower highs. So we still just gotta wait for something to happen. US 30, right? This is one that I have I've just been marking up a little bit, trying to see if I could pinpoint where price is gonna pull back to. This is the zone that I have marked up. Now, what am I expecting US 30 to do today? Honestly, again, I'm following structure. We know we have a change of character, and this is the pullback of that change of character. They didn't get a break of structure, so we know that this isn't structure. The trend hasn't flipped yet. So, could this continue to push up and make higher highs, higher lows? Absolutely, right? But at this point, again, for me to be looking for valid buys, I need to see price break above our 30-minute zone. Right? At this point, we had 3 days of rise. On the third day, gave us a rise no net, reset the trend. Right? Then it gave us the day of rise, which was the day before yesterday, right? Which was Monday. Tuesday, market opened with a gap, reset the trend, gave us another day of rise. So at this point, we don't have any continuations when we're looking at the rules and everything, right? We don't have any continuations, but we could see that we have 2 days of rise, right? Internally, price did lower low, lower high, higher low, higher high, right? Understanding that we didn't get a previous break of the high, previous break of the low. So this is just internal structure. So right now, internal structure, again, we had low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low, right? Change of character, lower high, higher low, higher high, change of character to where we're at now. So even in the internal structure, we don't have any change of character, break of structures. That gives us a confirmation like, okay, hey, this is where in the internal structure price is going to turn around and continue the trend. So because of that, I am expecting price to potentially give us a pullback, right, and just cover these imbalances that we have on the left hand side, right? We already filled this imbalance here, which was for the push up here, and now price is right back at the top side. So we'll just have to be patient with US 30. We'll wait it out. USD CAD, right, the same as every other pair, is just moving sideways. Not only that, we're also in the middle, in between the 30-minute high and the 30-minute low. So USD CAD, again, just gotta wait for it. Gold also just moving sideways. We're at the low of the zone. So if this is where price is gonna turn around and start going up, this is where I'd want to see that. Right at this point, could be looking at a type 1 pattern being set up, going in a downtrend, right, to continue the internal. Sorry about that. The internal lower low, lower high, lower low, right? But we could see that these lows are respected. So again, just have to wait for structure. If price ends up breaking above these highs, then we'll start looking for price to do this type of movement, right? If price respects these highs, then we'll be expecting something like this to happen. And then Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin, just like GJ, is one of the only pair today that that did something, right? That's actually moving. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 7 pairs out of the 10. That's pretty much it, guys. Right now, we just gotta be patient. We just gotta wait it out. There's no news today, right? The only news we have is at 1 p.m. So we'll just have to wait it out a little bit. Get closer to NYC session, see if we can get a trade. Any pairs you guys want me to go over, let me know. EuroCAD, I got you. So EuroCAD daily time frame. We are in B1, looking for level 2 to push to the top side. So we're looking for 200 EMA push. We're at the top of consolidations. Not bad. We're at the middle. We started going to the top side. Still waiting for a clean break of structure, but price is above the zone. We have 3 weeks to rise, so this week I'm not expecting price to continue to push to the top side. Trading between this break, this low, this high, and this low. 30-minute, let's see. We had this break gave us this high and this low. So we know that we're still trading between here and here. Alright, so price hasn't gotten to the lows, price didn't tap into the highs yet. We have a day of rise here. And here we had a day of drop. And then here we had a day of rise, no continuation. Right now we're just consolidating. The GCAD today is not a bad, wasn't a bad one. Consolidated 200 EMA bounce. Now it didn't give us any engulfing candles, right? The lower time frame also gave us low, lower, high, lower, low, change of character, break of structure, pullback to continue, right? But in the 4-hour, we have a red, red, closed underneath the first wick. All of them have a wick, green. We just gotta wait an hour 45. Right, so in an hour 45, if we could get this break, this green candle, then we know we'll have this engulfing candle here. Right, and then the next thing we'll look at is ADR and STP. So 61 pips is ADR, so TP is probably like 45. 40 on the dot. Right, so did we do 40 pips already? Where would be 40 pips from the low to the high? We're good. 40 pips will be to the 4-hour zone. So let's see. We'll turn on EuroCAD. This is the first one for the day that's been moving, so EuroCAD will just have to wait for that 4-hour candle. We'll wait for this 4-hour candle closure. Not only are we waiting for the 4-hour candle closure, but just to keep it simple, what are we also looking for? We're looking for a break of structure above the zone. Right? Once we get this break of structure above the zone, we want to get a pullback to get a retest to continue the push to the top side. We have clean traffic all the way up to here. Once price gets to this zone here, this is where we could look for another entry to continue to go into TP, which is up here in the 4-hour zone. Not only that, we look on the left hand side after this, we have clean traffic here until where our STP is at. So EuroCAD should be a good one for today. Thank you, no problem, brother. See, so AU is still moving counter. Euro AUD still in the middle of the zone, consolidating. EuroCAD is starting to move. Euro USD same, looks similar to EuroCAD, right? Only difference is EuroCAD is more consolidating, while Euro USD we could see that it's making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Right? At one point we had higher high, higher low, broke, gave us higher high, higher low, higher high, right? Gave us this low, this high, this low broke here, gave us lower low, lower high, this broke down here, lower low, to where we're at now, right? So my only clear entry on Euro USD is once we get out of this lower low, lower high. Once we break above these highs, then we can start looking for those entries. Until then, there's nothing clean, nothing simple, right? GU, same situation. We had higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low, change of character, right? Lower high, lower low, break of structure to where we're at now, lower high. And not only are we in the lower high, we're in the middle of the zone, right? So this is the difference between Euro CAD, right? While we could be a little bit more opportunistic with Euro CAD compared to Euro USD or GU. Even though GU and Euro USD are in an uptrend the same way Euro CAD is, right? In an overall uptrend. When we're looking at the internal 30-minute structure, when we're just simply looking at market structure, what do we see? We see lower lows, lower highs. So we need to wait for that to change. We need to see that higher high and higher low before we can get into that trade. US 30 is going to be one that I'm going to keep an eye on as well. I want to see price give me a pullback into this zone, and then potentially this is where price is going to turn around and start going down. Something I'll be waiting for. USD CAD, right? Overall, we are in an overall uptrend. Internal structure, we still see lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, higher low, higher high, higher low, lower high, right? We could say this is the equal high. Looking at the candle closures, right? The wicks were above, but the candle closures below. So we could say this is a lower high. We could say it's an equal high. Either way, it's not a higher high. It's not a break of structure. Price at this point here is just consolidating. And what is price doing right now? Just looking at today, just moving sideways. Not only that, again, we're in the middle between the 30-minute high and the 30-minute low. This is where a lot of traders are going to be trapped, right? So I'm going to avoid being that type of trader. And instead, I'm just going to wait for a break, retest to continue. And then last but not least, gold again, just consolidating. Moving down, still lower low, lower high, lower low, consolidation, broke above consolidation, right? Again, why wouldn't I take this trade? Because I don't want to get trapped, right? I don't want to believe that this is the break of structure for then price to go up here to then go right back down. Why? Because we know that we're still trading between lower low, lower high, and lower low. This is the real high, this is the real low, not this here. This is just market structure for the day. We're back 10 minutes? Alright, my brother, no problem. But again, we'll wait it out. Got that 4-hour candle closure here, so Welcome back, sir. Oh, we got an hour and a half to wait, bro. Holy shit, what a fucking morning, huh? Oh, man. Yeah, it is interesting. Alright, you okay? Slow down, man. Come on. You got an hour and a half. Just chill out up here. Give me a fucking pullback before you give me STP. Please, bro. Please. Please, I beg. Today's the 13th. Man. Be right back. Let me go get some water. Alright, I'm back. You guys have any questions? Any pairs you guys want me to go over? Anything you guys want me to explain again? Let me know. Any pairs at all, whether they're on the list or not, let me know. Yo, I'll be right back in like 5 minutes. if um if I'm not back in time, which I will be. There's nothing going on except for EuroCAD. Um, so I'm gonna keep EuroCAD on the screen here on the 4 hour time frame, so everybody knows what we're looking for. All right, I'm looking for. Let's take a step back. Right, what are we seeing? All right, we have red, red. Second red candle closed below the first candle wick. Both of these candles have wicks. Perfect. Green candle engulfing. We're waiting for number one. We're waiting for an hour and 20 minutes to pass to see if if the candle is gonna close above. If it closes above, then we know we're looking for a retest to continue the push to the top side. Right. The only thing I don't like about this trade again is we already have 3 weeks of rise. Right. At this point where price is at, we're right where the no net would be. Right. The fact that it's still Wednesday, could price go up today and then tomorrow and Friday go down again and finish on a no net or finish on a drop? They can. Um, the second thing I don't like about it, which is what I said in the beginning when I first was going through it, is that we're at the top of the zone, right? So again, when you're looking for price to go up, do you want to look for price to go up in a higher high, or do you want to look for price to go up in a higher low? Right? Are you looking for an entry when price is at the higher high or when it's at the higher low? Right? When price is trending higher high, higher low, do you want to enter in a higher low or in a higher high? Simple as that. Right? So at this point, where price is at compared to the top, we're at the top. We're no longer at the bottoms. So we'll have to really see how price reacts to the zone here. Right? Because at this point too, when we're looking at the 15-minute structure where price is consolidating, it's consolidating all through here, and then now price is broke up. So when price consolidates and breaks up to the top side, right, usually if it's not a type 2 pattern, which would be consolidation, break, retest to continue, this could turn into a consolidation, break to the top side, could turn into a type 1 pattern into a downtrend. Right? So that's why being patient here. I don't want to take these trades early. I just want to give it time. We still have an hour. So we'll wait it out. It's mad cold in this house today. GJ moving. Did we finally? That close break. Technically, right? I don't really. Again, I don't want to say this is a change of character. Because then I would have to say this is a change of character, this is a BOS. Doesn't even make sense. Lower low, lower high. This is all part of the same trend. Lower low. I want to see a break of these highs. Once we break these highs, then we know we have clean traffic all the way to the top side again. So that's what I'm gonna wait for. I'm not gonna try to get into any of this shit now. GU finally moving on up. Let's take a step back and look at all the pairs now. Getting closer to that NYC session, so should be looking for, well, we should spot some type of movements now. 1, 2, 3, but the red candle doesn't have a bottom wick. Euro CAD just waiting it out. Euro USD waiting it out as well. Damn, that's not good. EuroCAD did 30 pips. Did it do 40 though? We're still good. As long as it doesn't do the whole 40 STP, then we're chilling. Right? 30 pips, I'm fine with. Right? Because this is the move that. Remember, the pair hasn't moved throughout the entire Asia session. Right? EuroCAD, London session. Right? It's mostly London, NYC session. So, could we get a potential. Could we get a potential pullback before STPs hit? Yeah, most likely. But we'll see. I would have most likely I would have liked it better, right? I would like this pair better if price hadn't reached the first zone where price is gonna make that decision, right? Because now that puts us in a situation where we would want to see a break of structure first before a pullback, right? Because again, if we just draw this out, right? We know this is consolidation until here, right? What do we know about a type 1 pattern that it could easily, or what do we know about a type 2 pattern that it could easily turn into a type 1 pattern, right? It could do this instead of doing this, which is what I want to see, right? I wouldn't say expecting, but this is what I want to see. I want to see price break, retest to continue to go, right? So, but again, we just gotta put all our rules together, right, and be smart about the entry. Again, what do I mean by that? Is again, we already have 3 weeks of rise. We already have the continuation. The continuation was already made last week, right? So again, for us, understanding market structure, understanding how continuations work, right? Why would we risk taking an entry at the top of the zone? Right? It just doesn't make sense before we even have a break of structure. Right? If we were to enter a trade after the break of structure, right, once we got that break, then yeah, it would make a lot more sense. But again, as of right now, it just doesn't, right? Let's put these lines at these highs, right? Look at this high, this is testing, went back down to the low, right? Went back to the high, testing. All of these were testing. This green candle here, right? Let's add the line so it's easier to see because I keep moving it here, right? This green candle testing. The first green candle that closed above, right? Everything after that closed below the wick. All of the candles went right back down to the low, right? So we still don't have that break of structure. So the fact that we still don't have that break of structure, right? This is where price has just been rejecting to break in the daily time frame. I'm not comfortable taking this position here. But again, we'll wait it out. Because it's the only pair as of right now that's moving in the direction that we want to see. Everything else is still just consolidating, just moving sideways. Alright, Euro USD pushed on up. 35 pips is TP. Well, actually, let's recalculate. It's 33. Right, so 33 pips, not bad. We did 25. So Euro USD is moving on up. We want to see a break of these zones, right? We want to see that change of character. We could get the break above, we got a nice pullback, then we know we have a good entry on our hands. Trying to see if we have an engulfing candle anywhere. It doesn't seem like it, so keep waiting. GU looking the same, looking similar. Lower low, lower high, lower low. I want to see a break of these highs before anything else. Right, US 30, we're just still waiting. Let's zoom in into US 30 real quick. Green, green, red, but the green doesn't have a top wick. So still waiting. Remember, we finally have a change of character, which is good. USD CAD price is still just moving sideways, moving counter. And then gold price is just still moving sideways, same as EU and GU, right? Lower low, lower high, lower low, consolidation. We want to see a break above these highs, not this one here. So we're still just waiting. Gotta wait for that. Gotta wait for a clean break above the zone. First candle still testing the zone. Second candle has to be that green candle closing above without touching the zone. So until we don't get a candle above this zone, then it's not a break. This is just a testing candle. Remember, we're looking for a break above this zone up here. Gonna be jarring? Yeah, man. We'll see. We'll see. Yo, why am I so tired today? Like, I'm fucking exhausted. I haven't stopped yawning since, yo, like, I woke up early today, I'm not gonna lie, but for me to be this tired, I don't know why. Give me a minute, guys, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Resurgence? I would. My fucking account's banned still though. Been shadow banned for 2 days now again. See how Euro USD didn't give us that break. That next candle went right back down to the low of the The bottom of the zone, USD CAD gave us a 15-minute engulfing candle. I'm gonna start turning off some pairs so we can start focusing on the best ones. So AU I'm gonna turn off. Euro AUD I'm gonna turn off. Euro CAD will keep on since we have that engulfing candle. If we get the retest in the 4-hour time frame, we have 26 minutes for that. Euro USD. Euro USD I'm gonna turn off. And the reason for Euro USD that I'm gonna turn it off is the 3 weeks of rise, right? Which would be the same thing as Euro CAD, but I want to keep an eye on it. GU. The only bad thing with GU is that we're at the top of consolidation. We're at the top of the zone of consolidation, right? So there's no continuations. Price has been giving us a no net for the last 3 months. The weeks, no continuation, gave us a no net rise, no net rise. So price is consolidating, breaking, right? And we could see that, right? Consolidating, break above, retest to continue the trend. So we'll see. As far as GU, are we gonna keep this one on? No. We're in the middle of the zone, right? Between the 30-minute high and the 30-minute low. I need to see a break of this high. So GU will turn off. US 30 we have on. NYC is going to be an NYC pair. USD CAD is also going to be an NYC pair. And gold is one that I'm going to keep an eye on as well. So 4 pairs in total, Euro CAD being 3.5. So we'll keep US 30 on the screen, we'll keep USD CAD on this screen on the 15-minute time frame, and then Euro CAD will go back to it at 9 a.m. So we can see that 4-hour engulfing. And we'll see what price wants to do. Price still giving us I'll be right back, guys. Give me a minute. Alright, let's take a look one more time before we get the pullback. Right before we get into this trade, right? Let's take one more step back, which is gonna be this. Right, again, we failed to give us a break of structure. We have exhaustion candles to the top side. We're in the middle between the 30-minute high and the 30-minute low. What type of traders would be taking this trade going long today? Would be traders looking at this as a flag post pattern, right? So if for this to be a valid flag post pattern, we need to see price consolidate between 23.6 and 38.2. We're between 50 and 61.8, right? So that flag post pattern is not valid. Consolidation, which is just the 15-minute time frame, right? When we go to the 15-minute time frame, we can see price consolidating. Right, at this moment, do we have any entry criterias here going long? No. Internal structure, we're just making lower lows, lower highs within the zone of consolidation. At the low, we have a 15-minute engulfing candle. Right, it's a good engulfing candle, a strong engulfing candle. All candles have wicks. Green candle closed above the first candle's wick as well. Retest would be now, if we get the retest. Is there a probability of a price reversal? Again, absolutely. Price is still making lower lows, lower highs, and lower lows. If we go down to a lower time frame, we still see it: lower lows, lower lows, lower low, lower high, lower low. Or the 1 minute time frame, we could still see it. We had lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high, change of character, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, until here we made lower low, change of character. Right? Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, until here we made higher high, change of character. Right? If we could get in the 1 minute time frame a change of character and a BOS before we get the pullback retest, perfect. If we could get something like this, where we could get lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high, change of character, right? If we could get a higher low, if we could get a higher high, and on this higher high we could make a little pullback into this zone again, we'll take this trade to continue to go up. That's what I'd like to see. I'd like to see that more than what we're looking like we're gonna do now. So we'll just have to wait. Also, let's take one more look real quick. It's about to be 9 a.m. We don't have any news today until 1 p.m. So we'll keep an eye. We'll definitely have to keep an eye on this. Right, and the biggest issue too right now is that we understand that USD CAD and US30 and USD ZAR move opposite from each other, right? If USD ZAR, USD CAD is going up, US30 is gonna go down, right? So I'm looking at all the confluences that I can to make sure I'm not getting in a position where I'm going to get trapped, right? Which is what's going on right now in US30. Right, yeah, I could still see that price is gonna want to start going up, right? Because we haven't rejected out of these 30-minute highs yet. So if that's the case, right, then USD CAD's trade going long won't be accurate either. But again, would make sense as to why not, because USD CAD, we still haven't gotten a higher high, higher low yet. We're still trading within this lower low, lower high, lower low down here, right? So while yes, we could see some confluences and some reasons as to why we should enter, we also have very strong reasons as to why we just want to be patient and not get in a position that we know is more than likely going to reverse on us. Right? That's why these zones are super important. Right? On Monday we said it. On Monday, if we could get price to break above these highs, we know price is going to want to go up 100%. And look at how price rejected this 5 different times. Right? We never got that break of structure. So yes, even though we have an engulfing, we can see price consolidating, there's still smaller things going on in the market that play a huge part in the reasons as to why or why not your trading position will or will not work out in your favor. Right? So with all of that being said, I'm going to take a step back from USD CAD and US30 until after 9:30. After 9:30, if there's still enough juice left, then we'll take those trades, right? And EuroCAD, we have to wait till 9 a.m. to see this 4-hour closure. So as of right now, EuroCAD is the only one on my book that I'm still feeling generous about, I guess you could say. That's the word, right? This is the only trade. EuroCAD is the only pair right now that I'm still feeling okay with to take this trade. All the other ones make me think too much, right? If I gotta think too much, and again, I'm just looking at my rules. It's rinse and repeat, right? Are you supposed to be trading when you're in the middle of a zone? No. So it's just simple as that. You just know you're not supposed to be taking this trade, right? To keep everything simple, just look at your trading rules. Look at your trading journal. Where are you supposed to take a trade? Where are you not supposed to take a trade? Why not? Right? And the why nots as to why this trade is not valid is a lot stronger than the yeses. Because right now, the only yes we have is an engulfing candle. When we're looking at market structure, none of that. When we're looking at the trend, looking at candlestick analysis, nothing is telling us, hey, price is going to go up right now. Nothing at all except for an engulfing candle. So there's not enough confluence there for me to feel comfortable taking that position. So we'll just wait it out. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'll be right back, and then we'll be getting ready for that 9 a.m. opening. 800 EMA on the way to, yeah, which, I don't remember which pair you're talking about. US, well, we're talking about USD CAD, yes. Right, we're right above it. Right, and the fact that yesterday we failed to break that high and the 800 EMA was present, right, that's kind of like a double confirmation. Like, okay, maybe price isn't ready to move up yet. And again, USD CAD is similar to Euro CAD in the sense of, again, if you were a trader taking this going long, right, you would be looking for that retracement to the 23.6 or 38.2 retrace. I think this is the one we're talking about, 50% of 6 point exactly. So it's enough confluence going counter with our idea. Yeah, on USD CAD. There's enough confluence going counter with our idea to let us know, like, okay, even though price is still consolidated, like, let's really break this down, right? What type of trading would this be? Today would be one of those trading days where if you're greedy, right, if you really need to take a trade, this is the trade. I'm not even gonna say the word greedy. Let's use another word, right? Because I don't want to be that type of person, right? I don't want to be that type of person that be, oh, you're greedy. No. Let's just say it's one of those trading days where it's off, where you're just off and you're taking the setup, right? Would this be a bad trade? No. Because again, price is still, technically speaking, consolidating, right? The fact that we're still consolidating and we're still at the low of the zone, right? If you really just take this trade, it's only a 8 pips, it's a 7.5 pip, let's say 8 pips to keep it on even grounds, right? It's only 8 pips, right? So the risk to reward ratio on this trade, right? If you took this entry, right, which again you would already be in profit, you'd be risking 8 pips and your TP's at 32 pips. So you know what I mean? Like, if we're, let's put the box, right, so everybody could see the position. 8 pips, right, for the 32 pips. This would be the position. So again, technically speaking, it's not a bad trade, right? Sorry, those cats are going crazy. But again, when we are really looking at structure, right, there's a lot more rules being played out that's telling me, hey, this is not a strong place to take this trade. Now, can this trade work out? Absolutely. Right? Could this trade go up? Absolutely. There's no news today. Again, the only news there is today is at 1 p.m. Right? So again, that's telling me, all right, we already know price yesterday, price on Friday, and price on Monday. There was news at 8:30 in the morning, 8:30 in the morning, 8:30 in the morning, right? Friday, Monday, and yesterday, which was Tuesday. So that already lets me know that the type of movements that we might get today might not happen until the news at 1 p.m. And price might just continue to consolidate the way it's been doing all day until 1 p.m. hits, and that's when price is going to want to move. Is that something that could happen? Yes. Is something that could happen too, where price is going to start moving now at 9:30, and then it's going to consolidate to then give us a continuation at 1 p.m. Is that something that could happen too? Yes. So there's a lot of ways we could play this, right? We could play this the aggressive way, which is get into these trades now that we know we have no news now, right? And just wait and see what happens. If we get this aggressive entry and price continues to go up, then we know we have continuations, right? Where else would we take a trade here? If price decides to continue to go up, right? Okay, cool. We missed this trade, right? But we have this one here, right? And if we have this trade up here, we just move it up a little bit, right? Let's say the entry is going to be at the retest somewhere in the zone, right? So the low, whatever low is being created, right? At this point, let's just keep it at 16 pips for the sake of the example, right? This would be the second position to go into TP. A little bit less pips, but still a good amount, 23 pips, right? So again, when we're looking at the market that way with two different visions, being able to allocate, okay, why is this a good trade and why is it not a good trade, right? There's a whole bunch of other reasons, right? If you could, we could go back down into like, fair value gaps, right? This would be a good trade because you got into the fair value gap. You closed the fair value gap, price closed above, the wick is below, perfect, right? So again, there is a lot of reasons as to why this is a good trade, but there is reasons as to why it's not, and I like looking at my reasons as to why not, right? The two simple reasons as to why not. Number one is, again, we're still within lower lows and lower highs. We rejected to break yesterday's high. We tapped into the 30-minute highs. So technically speaking, again, we're supposed to be looking at this market. Well, it's not supposed to. The market is moving this way. I think it will be easier if I just like drawing it into dots too, because I feel like that's easier to see, right? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. This is where price is just consolidating. Again, we rejected these highs yesterday, right? So, you know what I mean? Currently in the middle of the zone. So, my reasons as to why I'm not trading this. Not only are we still lower lows and lower highs, but again, second reason is we're in the middle of that zone. We're consolidating. Reason number three, we failed to break the highs. We show exhaustion candles at the top, right? So, but then you would be asking, okay, so what's your reasons as to yes? Perfect question, right? We're at the low of consolidation, right? We're in a higher low of that low of consolidation. We created a 15-minute engulfing candle. Let's start deleting some of these drawings. Right, so we have a 15-minute engulfing candle and price tapped into it, right? Just by a wick. So this is a wick entry at this point, right? So not only that, we have a flag post pattern. Price came down, consolidated, right? What type of pattern is it doing right now in the 15-minute time frame? At this point, it just looks like price is consolidating. Price gave us a little sweep of the lows in the 15-minute time frame. That sweep of the low gave us that engulfing candle. The retest happened in the next 15-minute candle. So again, the 4-hour candle also opened up green, right? It opened up. So again, while there is confluences telling us that it's a good trade, there is also a lot of confluence telling us not a good trade. So just got to be patient, right? The first confirmation of the day will be the break of consolidation. After that, the trades are easy, because again, if we get a break of these highs, cool. We missed the bottom trade, but we'll catch the one up here to continue to go to the top side. So at this point, I'm going to, well, we'll keep on two screens. I want to see gold. Right, gold is in the same spot. So gold is one right now that we're just still waiting. US 30, I said I'm waiting for 9:30, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep this here in the 1-minute time frame, just so we can continue to look at structure, right? So we had a change of character, lower high, lower low, break of structure, lower high, higher low, boom, higher high. So again, we have a change of character here. Change of character gave us this low. Now we're trading between this low and this high. Do we have any gaps that were left here at the bottom? Yes, we have a gap here. That's pretty much it right now. So again, US 30 is pushing up. That means USD CAD is going down. So right now, what are we seeing? Right, we're seeing price push up, gave us a gap here at the bottom. It looks like price is gonna want to push up to this gap up here, which pushes up to our zone up here. And again, remember, this is the zone that I was saying that I'm expecting price to start going down, right? And look at all the gaps that were left down here in the 1-minute time frame when price was moving up, right? So again, it's just extra confluence, a little bit more rules as to, okay, why could we be expecting price to go down, right? And again, if US 30 goes down, then that means USD CAD is gonna go up. So it's all about just being patient and making sure you get in the right spots, right? So now your question will be like, okay, shit, if you know that, why aren't you just getting in now, right? Because right now we don't have anything that tells us that that's exactly what's happening, right? My ideas are just right? Ideas at the moment until they become a reality, right? But that's why I always give you two sides of the story, right? In trading, there's always two sides of the story. If we don't get a break of structure after a change of character and a real break of structure, we say, oh, we got one here. No, look at the candlesticks. All of these candles were touching the zone. It wasn't a break of structure. 4-hour time frame. We gotta look at the Euro cut. My reminder just went off. The 4-hour time frame chart. So this is a change of character. Waiting to see what price wants to do. So 9 a.m. Right, we're gonna see no crazy volume coming in. Let's go to EuroCAD real quick. So EuroCAD, boom. Did we get the 4-hour break above? Yes, we did. Perfect. Alright, was it a clean break? Yes. All the candles, do they have wicks? Yes. Perfect. What do we have? Only thing we don't like about this is what I said, 3 weeks of rise already. This week, I'm not expecting price to give me another push to the top side. We're expecting price to either give us a drop or a no net. Another thing that's not good about this trade. Where are we? We're at the top of the zone. Again, when you are trading, you are always going to see market structure. What is market structure? Higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows, right? Or if you're in a downtrend, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, and lower highs. When you're trading going long, do you want to take trades going long in a higher high or in the higher low, right? When you're trading going short, when you're going down, do you want to take a trade going down in a lower high or in a lower low? Do you want to take the trades in the lower high or in the lower low? Right? So it's the same thing that we see here when we're looking at our chart. It's the same thing. Where are we? We're in the higher high. Right? So not only are we in the higher high area, not only do we already have 3 weeks of rise, right? All of that is telling us, yo, this is where price is gonna make a decision. This is where we have to be patient. So again, the same thing as USD CAD. Yeah, even though we have our 4-hour engulfing, right? Where are we structurally? We still see higher high, higher low, higher high, and this is where price did what? Gave us a change of character and gave us a lower low. Right? In the 30-minute time frame, we could see two things, right? The number one thing being, okay, internal structure, we could still see higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low to where we're at now, right? We can see that price is looking like it wants to go up. Why? Because in the 15-minute time frame gave us consolidation, broke below the lows, gave us a double bottom, but we go down to a lower time frame, right? We could see that consolidation, broke, lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high, higher low, right? Gave us a double bottom. In the 1-minute time frame, you could see it even better, right? Double bottom, and then it started pushing up. So what is this? A type 1 pattern, right? This is a type 1 pattern in an uptrend. So perfect. So again, there's a lot of confluence telling us, hey, price looking like it's gonna go up. So now what are we expecting? We're expecting a pullback into the 4-hour zone. So that's gonna be our entry. If price could come back down, give us an entry down here and then go up, this is our take profit, right? If price decides to just go up before it goes down, then we know that this entry is no longer valid for us because TP was already hit, right? The next thing we'll look for is a 372. If we have 1 day of rise, which we do, which was yesterday, and today gives us a 2nd day of rise, then we already know tomorrow we'll be looking for that 372. So if we could get a pullback by the end of the day into this area by 3 p.m., 2, 3, 4 p.m., then we know we could take this trade during Asia session to continue to push to the top side. Oh, I drew a little fish. How? I don't even know how to do that. That ass, I did the back. Tell me to do that shit again, I won't be able to. Not that perfect. We're keeping that. It's gonna be our little pet for the day. His name is Steve. Fish Steve. So that's our census for today for EuroCAD. Right, I hope that makes sense. I know it's a little confusing, but a lot of it also, guys, is a lot of chart vision, right? Being able to tell, okay, it's, you know, the market is always going to give you engulfing candles, right? You're always going to see a 1, 2, 3 type of pattern. You're always going to see it, The only difference is where are you seeing it, right? Remember, there's three parts of a trend. There's three parts in the market. There's the high, there's the low, and there's the middle, right? If you could identify that when you are trading and you're in a higher high and higher low situation, if you could identify that you already reached the top of the zones, then you know, okay, what am I expecting at the top of the zone? We're expecting a pullback, right? Before we could continue to go up again. So this is where, again, a lot of people say it's a game of probabilities. And I always disagree. You always hear me disagree. Because there's a difference between a game of possibilities and understanding the rules of the game. Is it a game of probabilities and possibilities, all that shit? Yeah, of course. Because again, if you don't understand where you're at, you're going to take a trade. You're always going to take the same trade and you're always going to lose. Right? And instead of saying, oh, I lost because I don't really know what I'm looking at 100% of the time, you're going to say, oh, it's like I'm at a fucking casino. It's a probabilities game. Trading isn't like that. It's really not. So understanding that, yes, even though we have an engulfing candle, right? I'll give you the example. Like, this engulfing candle isn't the same as this 1 hour engulfing candle that we had on Bitcoin yesterday for yesterday's trade. And it was the same example. It's literally rinse and repeat, right? Yeah, we know we're in a higher high and higher low situation. I'm in a higher high situation, right? Price is consolidating. In a higher high, price is consolidating. Why would I take a trade going long in a higher high situation, right? So what do we get? We got a 1 hour engulfing red candle. We got the retest and we straight into profit. Literally zero fucking drawdown. Straight into profit. Right? So it's the same thing, just rinse and repeat. Right? And then what do we do at the end of the day? We got a 30-minute engulfing candle. But I don't trade after 10:30, so I wasn't even looking at the chart. But by the time that I got off, I had drawn this out and I was just waiting for it to happen. Right? And that's exactly what happened. Got a 30-minute engulfing candle. Where at the higher low, which is exactly here that we had drawn out. And then price did what? It gave us the fucking entry and then straight into profit again. So again, this is just rinse and repeat and understanding where you are in the zone. So now that you saw it live in action, I hope this makes sense. And again, remember, you know you're in the correct entry zone when price goes into it and starts going away. And again, look at the example on Bitcoin, yesterday's trade. Price tapped into the zone, that green candle, this one right here, and then what happened? Price left as soon as it fucking was in profit. Right? That's not what's going on USD CAD right now. Price went on it, tapped it, went up, gave us an exhaustion green candle, and then price is again back at the low. Keep that in mind. So this is why these entries for me right now, they just don't make sense. I'd rather wait. I'll wait till 9:30. If 9:30, again, 9:30 is the NYC session. If 9:30 hits and we don't have no type of volume, then we understand that we are waiting for 1 p.m. Right? Because 1 p.m. that's where the news is gonna hit. So we just gotta be patient, wait it out, see what price wants to do. These highs, am I going to count it? I'm not gonna count this as a pullback. I don't like that we have a doji red candle, exhaustion candle here at the low. I don't like that I would count this as a higher high, higher low, higher high. I think it's too close of a zone. I'm going to just call this part of the same trend. Even if I mark it this way and say, okay, I'll just wait for a break of structure, we could do that, I guess, because we could say that this is where price is going to consolidate. So at this point, we know that, yeah, we see this, but price might do this here. So if price breaks here, right, then we know we're trading between this low and whatever high is being set, right? We can say we'll trade between here and here, right? And then if price breaks below the low, right, we'll be waiting for this low to be hit. So we'll see. Big stretches coming in for me. I'm hungry, bro. What time is it? 9:10. I got 20 minutes. I'll be right back, guys. Give me 2 seconds. See this 1 minute gap closing up on the top side. So I'll be right back. Right, so we could just be comfortable and say, alright, we got a little, call this the break, gives us this low. And this high. Right, we could take this gap off because we no longer have it there. Right, and let's go back to the 30, right? Let's redesign this again. Right, we don't want to jump ahead of what's really going on in the market. We could only follow, right? So a lot of people are saying, oh, this is a double top, we'll catch it straight from the top, right? Wouldn't be wrong, right? And the way I'm looking at it too, because we're in the daily high, we're also in the 30-minute high. The 30-minute high was already tapped into. At the 30-minute high, it left us with an engulfing candle. Price came back, gave us a retest of the engulfing candle, right? And then what did price do? Let's move this up a little bit. Again, this is why market structure is so fucking important, guys. Right, what did price do after we had this high, this low, this high? Price did break all the way down here, right? Because where did the break happen? It happened here. Price never gave us a pullback, so we know that we're trading between this 30-minute high and this 30-minute low. right? This 30-minute low was never tapped into. So we know that price is going to want to come back down to here. We could also see that this is a zone where price is just consolidating, right? Failed to break these highs once when we were here, right? So this is where price is trapped into. Understanding that, going into the 5-minute time frame now, right? Understanding that and going into the 5-minute time frame. In the 5-minute time frame, we had higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, high, right? Still equal high, but we're looking at the wicks, right? In the 5-minute time frame, 1-minute time frame, 30-minute time frame. You want to look at the wicks, right? So higher high, higher low, higher high. So we know now that we're trading between this high and this low. Was this high tapped into already? Yeah, it was tapped into once, twice, and then it went down. And price is now again in the same highs. Do we have an engulfing candle here? Technically we do, but it was already tapped into over here. So it's no longer a valid engulfing. Right? Do we have any other ones now that are brand new? I don't know, let's see. We have a green, green, red, but the green didn't close above. The red opened with a gap as well. Yeah, it was an engulfing, but it's not a comfortable engulfing candle. Neither is it in the 1 minute. There is nothing in the 1 minute. So nothing as of recent times right now. So the only thing that we have for us is 1 minute time frame in the 5-minute, which we'll use in the 1 minute. And what are we looking for? We're looking for a change of character and a break of structure. If we could get price to give us, first of all, if we get price to give us a retest up here and we could get a change of character and break of structure up here to go down, perfect. Or if we could get an engulfing candle, better as well. Right, so either way, we just got to be patient. We got 14 minutes now, 13 minutes and 20 seconds. We'll keep this one in the 1 minute time frame here. We'll be looking for those gaps as well. Right, Euro CAD still hasn't given us a pullback, so we're still waiting. USD CAD, alright, back in profit. Waiting to see what price wants to do. Again, remember, these aren't my live positions. This is just one that it could have been, right, the engulfing, but it's not one that I'm looking for. I'm looking for a better entry, which is going to be the break of the consolidation once we get there. And I'm going to be waiting till after 9:30 for that. In EU, if I put my retest alert and waited for a change of character in BOS in the 5-minute and it's clear, should I switch to 1 minute time frame? You can. Because in the 1 minute you'll just see structure a little bit better. Right, you'll get to see, okay, is this where price wants to turn around? For example, you were already here at the top of the zone. Right? At the top of the zone, we were waiting for that break of structure. You had higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Right, higher high. Here, you already had a change of character BOS early on, right? You had lower low, lower high, lower low, right? Change of character, higher low, higher high, higher low, break of structure. You had a nice break of structure retest here to continue the push to the top side without a pullback. Right now, you have higher high, higher high, change of character, lower low, lower high, lower low, to where we're at now. Right, and technically speaking, this wick already broke here, so technically we already got the change of character. So now we're trading between this low and this high. Right, but again, before you go into the 1 minute time frame, right, before you could take that change of character BOS in the 1 minute time frame, you need to see price break above the wick. You need to see a clean break of structure. So first thing is the break of structure. If I'll give you the example, and I'm gonna circle it. If this green candle, this red candle that turned into a red candle, if it would have been a green candle, right, and closed above the zone, right, which is again what we have in this circle, right, that's where you would want to start seeing, okay, is price going to, let's say price would have closed above, let's say this was a 30-minute time frame, right, price closed above. What are we looking for? We're looking for, okay, is price going to give us a pullback? If it gives us a pullback, the first point of interest where price is going to want to start turning back around and start making higher highs and higher lows is going to be here to continue the push to the top side. The second zone would be here, and we'll be looking for the same thing, for price to start giving us a smaller time frame, change of character BOS to continue the push to the top side. But because the 30-minute time frame closed under and it wasn't a break of structure, what did price do? It just melted down. And it gave us lower low, lower high, lower low to where we're at now. Right, I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, I'll explain it again. Let me know. But I hope that makes sense. right? And then you'd be asking, okay, if price breaks above, what would be your stop loss? Would be the entry? Or let's say price closes above here and gives us a break of structure, right? We know that our stop loss is gonna have to be here, right? Let's say we got an entry somewhere here in this zone, right? We know that our stop loss is gonna have to be down here at 10 pips, and our take profit is gonna be at 10 pips, right? So again, for me personally, would I take this trading setup? No, right? For the main reason is I don't trade one-to-ones. One-to-ones for me make no sense. I'm not gonna be risking a one-to-one. There's no point. There's no point I'm gonna be risking $100 to put like a flat, right? 10 pips at a dollar lot, it's $100. Right? There's no way I'm gonna be risking $100 to only win $80 or 80 pips. Right? There's just no point. If you were to take this setup here on EU, right? So that's the way I look at it too. I'm also looking at, is the entry reasonable, right? Now, if you were to tell me, okay, that at 5 6 a.m. we would have had an engulfing candle here on this zone, yeah, this entry would have been 100% worth it, right? Because where's our stop loss, right? If we add our entry the same way we did with the other one, right, we know that our stop loss would be down here, right, at 7 pips, right? So now risking 7 pips to get 30, that's not bad, right? So the risk to reward, it just has to be worth it too, right? So that's why also you'll see where a lot of the times I just let trades go and I'll catch the continuation. I'll let it go and I'll just get a better entry the next time, right? Because again, if I'm not catching, just think about it. If you're not a type of trader that trades every single day, which again, everybody's trading style is different, I'm not going to be risking a one-to-one every single day or every single time I trade, right? Because it's not, when am I going to make a profit? So I'm on Bitcoin, so we'll be on gold. So gold, we're still waiting. Don't have a clean break above. What time is it? 9:22. We have 8 minutes left. USD CAD went right back to the bottom again, right? So we still just have to wait, guys. US 30 and Euro CAD. Alright, so out of all of these trades, the US 30 is definitely one that I'm going to keep an eye on. And it seems like gold is going to have to be the next one, the next upper running. Because USD CAD, I already gave the example, and Euro CAD is pretty much, USD CAD and Euro CAD kind of have the similar situation going on. Euro CAD definitely a little bit better than USD CAD, but still in the same boat. Now US 30 and gold, obviously they're both pairs that move during NYC session for the most part. Especially if pair hasn't even moved yet. So we'll just keep waiting. Right, at this point USD CAD is still respecting the lower lows and the lower highs. It already gave us an exhaustion candle at the top side. I am going to start looking at the higher time frames and the lower time frames to see if I have any engulfing candles that are currently being manipulated or being used towards the zone. So here in the 15-minute time frame, we can see we have an engulfing green candle with a small wick, and price still hasn't tapped into it. Right, it missed it by a fucking hairline. So that's one thing I want to keep an eye on. Right, and that's a counter because this is still lower lows and lower highs. And we do not have any green reds here at the top side. So I don't know, let's see. Right, what type of pattern could we see here? Consolidation in the 15-minute time frame. Right, we could see consolidation, break above, we reach the 200 EMA. This could turn into a type 1 pattern. Right, at once we were looking at this, okay, it could be a nice type 2 pattern where we're going to have a break retest to continue to go up, but price hasn't given us that yet. Instead, price gave us, okay, the push to the top side, we have a small pullback, higher low, higher high. Right, if price does something like this, right, it could turn into that type 2 pattern to just continue the downtrend push. Right, which is again something that could be happening here on gold. We could be expecting this price to go down. So we'll just have to be patient. And again, this is why being patient, we don't want to get into a trade too early, we don't want to get into a trade late. We got to be right on time, and we have to make sure it's the right setup. Because again, there's no reason why I should be taking a trade going long, right? Number one, there's no reason why I should be taking a trade going long when price is still giving us lower lows and lower highs. Now, you would say, oh, you haven't marked. When would you take that trade? Again, what are we looking for? If price gives us a break above this zone and decides to give us a pullback and gives us a retest, then we take the trade to continue to go up. But if price fails to break these highs and goes into this zone, we already know that we have a 50% chance that price is just going to continue to melt down. Right? And again, I'm not in this for a game of probabilities. I'm here to take what's 100% sure going to happen. Right? And I already know that because price failed to break the high and gave us an exhaustion candle, if price gives us a pullback first, I know that there is a 50% chance that price is just going to continue to go down. Right? And again, that is the difference between a trader that understands how the market really moves compared to traders who continue to lose in the same setup every single day, and they just say, oh, it's a game of probabilities. And I live in Florida, right? If I wanted to play a game of probabilities, I'd go to the fucking Hard Rock Casino. And that's just a fact. Right? I'm not in this shit to gamble. I'm in here to take trades that I know are going to win, and I'm comfortable taking those trades. Right? So again, hope that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, again, if you need me to go over it, if you need me to explain it again and again and again, let me know. I have no problem doing that. And yeah, so at this point we're just gonna focus on gold and US 30. So we have a change of character. We don't have a clean break of structure yet. I don't want to mark this as a break until this. So again, pretty much the same thing that I had drawn out. I want to say that this is the break, this is the low that we're trading in, and whatever high that's set. Right? That would make this shit a lot more comfortable. Right? Or we can mark it this way. Right? Whatever way to make everybody feel comfortable, man. We could do it this way too. It'll just be a smaller, kind of smaller set, but it's all good. It's the same thing. We're looking at it the same way. At this point too, we have a a red green. We do have an engulfing green candle in the 5-minute time frame. So let's see what price wants to do up here. 930 is gonna hit in 3 minutes. If price breaks above these highs, then this is where, again, remember, higher highs and higher lows. Do we want to take a trade at the higher high? No, we want to take it at the higher low. So the only valid entry here for the traders taking this, if you would have taken this higher low here, right, or this higher low here, right? But this happened at 4 in the morning. We're not up at that time. So taking a trade up here at the higher high doesn't make sense, right? Unless price gives us a 1 minute, right? Unless we're looking to go short, right? But if we're going long, this isn't the price to do it. This isn't the area to do that in yet. We still need to wait. So let's delete this alert. I don't need it anymore. Ow, that would have been loud. Right, so boom, we're in the 5-minute zone. So boom, just because we're in the zone, does that mean I'm taking a trade going short right now? No. Waiting it out. Waiting it out. And remember, if US 30 is going up, what does that mean about USD CAD is going down? So remember that trade on USD CAD, that, you know, the probabilities game, it would be in drawdown right now. I don't want to get my eyes off of this. We got 55 seconds left. Let's look at gold real quick just in case. Right, gold, we still don't have the break above the highs. We're still just waiting. Didn't get the pullback either yet, so boom, if we would have taken the trade on US 30, we would have already been, our stop loss would have been hit already. Right, so understanding the game, guys, super fucking important. I don't know how many times I gotta say that. I say this every single stream. I talk about it every single time I see it too. That's why I've tried to stay away from social media. Gotta be patient, man. Gotta understand the game. If if you're in trading and you're just half-assing it, it's gonna be it's just gonna be difficult, man. It's not impossible. There's people doing it. There's people who are profitable trading the way they trade. 930 hit. Crazy wick to the top side. Went back down, right? What did it do? It retested the 30-minute high and then went down, right? Which is all good. That's one thing that we were expecting price to do. On gold, there was really no volume. Let's look at USD CAD. Alright, USD CAD just played the part, just stayed in the same place. It hasn't really moved at all compared to how US30 was moving. And Euro CAD is still in the same spot as well. So US30 was really the only pair that has moved in a pretty good way. So let's keep looking at US30 and keep looking at what we could be expecting. So let's do two things right now. Number one, let's recalculate STP for the day. I don't think I've done that. I don't even know what my phone's at. 223 is STP. We have 218 here. It's all good. We'll change it right now. Alright, 223. And let's do 223 pips. So we still have enough. We still have a good amount of space. Alright, so look at the 1 minute time frame again. 1 minute time frame, we had higher high, higher low. It's where we're at now, higher high. Alright, what do I want to see? I want to see a green, green, red. I want to see something that tells me price is going to start going down. Or vice versa, right? The 1 minute time frame, we know we have this candle closure, so we no longer have that gap here, but we have the other ones at the bottom. Right, we're still making higher highs and higher lows in the 1 minute and in the 30 minute and in the 15 minute. So right now, taking these shorts, we just again gotta be patient, gotta give it some time. Again, could this be the aggressive trade? Again, yes. If you're an aggressive trader and you want to take every single trading setup that shows up, right, understanding that you would have had a 22 pip stop loss here, right, it's game over. Let's take a look again. Let's just take a look at the trade. Right, where would you have your entry would be the 30-minute high, your stop loss would be at 25 pips, right? Where would your take profit be? Your take profit would be 23 pips. Right? It's I'm sorry, it's 230 pips from 223 pips from the high, which is where we're at right now. We're at the highest point. So if this trade sets up correctly, right? If this goes into direction that we are expecting, right? You caught 100% of the move today. You're risking 25 pips to catch 22. Who the fuck else are you seeing doing that? Who else? This is the setup that a lot of people are looking for today. Right? So again, why am I not in this trade? Because technically speaking, again, structurally speaking, we're still making higher highs and higher lows. Right, something else that I like about this is a 372 for today. Right, the new high was made, technically speaking, already after 3 days of rise. The market was chop or drop. So again, we're in a good zone to where price is gonna make that decision. It's gonna let us know, hey, price is gonna get ready to go up, or hey, price is gonna get ready to go down. Right, so again, we're just waiting for the confirmation. Right, the first confirmation is gonna be, now the easiest confirmation would be an engulfing candle, right? That'd be number one. Everything else would be, okay, did we get a market flip? Did we get a change of character? Did we get a break of structure? Right, that's gonna be the cake, the icing on the cake. So gold, we're still waiting. Boom, USD CAD, as you can see, if we would have taken this trade, stop loss would have already been hit, right? So that's why these trades were not valid on USD CAD. Right, and understanding that USD CAD now is pushing on down is letting us know that what? US 30 might not be pushing down, might be pushing up. Right, so you gotta be careful with that. And Euro CAD is looking like it wants to push down, but again, this is not a trade I want to get into. Same thing as USD CAD and US30. If price would have given me first a break of structure and then the pullback, then I would have felt a lot more comfortable taking that trade. I'd feel a lot more comfortable taking this trade like that. But again, the fact that we already have 3 weeks of rise, not expecting price to continue to push up today. See, we have higher high, higher low, higher high. Price is now reaching the higher low point of interest. This is where price is gonna let us know what do we want to do. And again, for EuroCAD, it's a win-win situation for us anyway. Because remember, again, something else that I explained this morning, right? If price today, let's say we don't get this entry today, which again I'm completely fine with. If we don't get this trade today and price decides to give us the entry and push up, it'll give us 2 days of rise, right? So if today we get that 372, we already know we have a nice entry for tomorrow. We don't even have to worry about that. So that is also something that I want to make something. I just want to make that clear. Like, if you put yourself in a position where you could start seeing trades happen before they happen and you just start setting up for them, the moment they give you the entry criteria, you will take the trade and you will start winning. So again, US30 gave us another change of character. Right? Not only did it give us a change of character, but it closed the first gap in the 1 minute time frame that we were looking at, which is good, right? And is not leaving any gaps here at the top, letting us know that this is where price is getting strong, right? So USD or US30 going down in a downtrend. What am I looking for? The fib. Um, that might be the position for the day. Let's see, these are all imbalanced candles, so I would be expecting a steeper pullback, probably a 50% retracement one or something. So that's Euro CAD, that was US30. USD CAD still at the bottom. Gold pushing up, perfect. This engulfing would be perfect. We got that red engulfing with 2 hours on Bitcoin. Yep. What other pair do I want to look at here? I'll keep you. I'll keep gold here. Fuck it. I think gold already hit TP anyway. STP. Not yet. 20 pips. All right. So let's keep looking at this. So we got 1 minute. We got the change of character. We got the B. We have the low and the high. That's it. We know we're trading between this low and this high. So the last red can or the last green candle before the push down. This one here. The price already tapped into. That started going down. What is this that I have here? That's just a high. 5 minute. We had this break. We had this low. This high. This high broke. This high gave us this low. The high here. 941. We opened with a fucking crazy gap. So it's gonna be interesting today. We'll probably just gotta wait. We'll give this till 10:30, right? Like normal. I don't trade after 10:30. But today there's news at 1. So if STP hasn't been hit by 1 p.m. and we see an entry opportunity, then I'll probably turn the stream back on, or I'll just actually we'll be in the Discord. I'll put it in the Discord. Make sure you guys join. I'll put the link in the chat, and we'll do the breakdown in the Discord if we do have that opportunity at 1 p.m. All right, so boom, crazy. We got another wick, or I'm sorry, another gap here. This candle open. Candle open, shot straight up, close went down again. Gold went up, perfect. 160, where's 160 at? Alright, we hit pretty much STP, yeah, we did. We hit STP already for gold, so gold is what I'm gonna take a step back from. Right, again, what are we looking for? Right, if gold gives us a break of these highs, right? If gold could give us a pullback back into this zone, then we know we could look for trades to go right back up to the top side. Right, and again, we have clean traffic on the left hand side. So even let's say we have news coming in at 1 p.m. Could this happen during the news hit? Absolutely. So again, we just got to be patient with it. But again, STP was already hit, so gold we're gonna turn off for right now. USD CAD still at the bottom, letting us know that okay, US 30 might still just be pushing up to the top side, right? And that's fine. We're gonna let it rock. If US 30 wants to continue to push up to the top side, perfect. We'll let it do what it has to do. If that's what it needs to do to feel happy. Who am I to take that happiness away from US 30? Who am I? And then Euro CAD, we're still chilling in the same spot. So again, we're gonna give this a few minutes. I'll be off by 10:30. 10:30, I'm off, and then I'll be on later. Definitely be on later tonight for the isolation session at 7 p.m. And then I'll be in the Discord if I see any other trades playing out throughout the day. Um, yeah. If there's a trade, I'll by 1 p.m. I'll be in the voice channel. What if Euro CAD gets a typo without telling the 4 hour? Then we just let it move, right? Because again, the situation at hand is that Euro CAD already made the move for the week. Right, the situation at hand is that again, for us to continue to go up, right, we don't want to enter at the higher high, right? So technically, for the way I'm not even looking at this as a type 1 pattern going into an uptrend, right? Or even a type 2 pattern, right? Which is just consolidation, break, retest to continue, right? I'm not looking at that because what we wanted to see before this happened already was given, which was, did we fill up the imbalance on the left hand side? Did we fill up the clean traffic on the left hand side? Right? Yeah, we did already. So the move for the day, the daily move that we were looking for, I remember how I was explaining this yesterday. This is the stop sign. This is where what I was saying. Why would I take a trade on EuroCAD anymore? Like this, I just have it here just for shows at this point, right? I would take this off because I wouldn't even say this is a valid engulfing candle because we're at the top of the zone. We're in the higher high of the zone, right? So again, the move that we were looking for, which is to cover the imbalance, was already done. If price would have broken above this zone and then given us a pullback to what it's doing now, yeah, we would take this trade 100% of the time to continue to push to the top side. But again, we rejected these highs. These candles are rejecting the highs. So this is telling us that price is no longer interested to continue to push to the top side, and price is slowing down, and we're going to start seeing price go down. So this is why EuroCAD, I wouldn't even consider taking this trade right now. The only valid trade for EuroCAD now at this point, right, let's delete that, would be the 372. If price today finishes on a day of rise, then we know tomorrow we could take this trade to continue to push to the top side. At this point, the trade for today is already done. The move for the day, which was just to cover this imbalance, is already done. Now we have to wait to see what price wants to do, right? And it's simple. We could put this a little bit, just clean this up a little bit real quick. No, I think I erased my fishy. No, we're good. I'm bugging, man. Right? So let's go to and then USD CAD, right? USD CAD is another one that had the same, expecting the same thing, right? You exactly what USD CAD is doing right now is the exact same thing that could happen with EuroCAD, right? Why? Because again, USD CAD failed to break the high, consolidated, and then went down, even though it had an engulfing candle. Right? It's just continuing that push to the downside. So again, what does that tell us about US 30? It tells me that okay, look, price might not be wanting to go down. This shit might still be wanting to go up, and I'm fine with that. Completely fine with that. We just have to let price move, do what it has to do, and then we'll come after it after fact. Would have had a nice engulfing red candle. We have 5 minutes for the closure. We could see at one point it was underneath, and then it went right back up, letting us know what? That price is not ready to go down. So we will see what price wants to do now. So USD CAD we could now definitely shut off. Euro CAD, right? We're all the way right back down to the low. Green, green, red on S&P don't have a wick. Green, green, red. Man, red, you gotta have got that. Please, got a top wick. Please, have a small one at least. Pause. No, nah, doesn't have one. So this top wick, or that red candle doesn't have a top wick, so I'm not going to entertain it. Definitely not gonna entertain the 5-minute time frame on S&P either. Let's take a step back real quick. Analyze everything that's going on every single pair. Right, we had higher high, higher low, higher high. Right back at the middle. Take a look at gold. Right now price is just still at the top of the zone. ZAR is right back at the bottom of consolidation. USD CAD is the same thing, right back at the bottom. Now, US 30, man, I don't know. This shit might be chalked till 1 p.m. Dead grass. So now, again, we have change of character to the low side, and now we're right back at the top. Price melted? Yeah, for which price? For which pair? Oh, USD CAD. Like I said, everything is literally like I said today, bro. Everything. You gotta be patient, man. If you're patient, yo, that's the best thing you could have as a trader. It's the best trait you could have as a trader. Again, gave us another change of character. So at this point, I'm done. EuroCAD as well. Let's see. Yep, EuroCAD, same thing. Right? If we would have taken those two trades today, we would have lost. So this is why understanding the zones very important. Very, very important. But it's not bad, right? We'll see if Price wants to set up for us for tomorrow, or for later today. We'll see. But that's pretty much it today for today, guys. Hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll let you guys know. Join the Discord. I'll let you guys know if we have anything left for 1 p.m. Which in this case we'll just have to wait and see. And that's pretty much it, guys. We'll see you later. Peace out.